Today we are diving into the claimed benefits of eating just one meal a day. You've probably heard of it. It's called OMAD. We're going to break down what proponents say are the key advantages of this, pretty popular form of intermittent fasting.
You know that feeling, right? It's 2 o'clock, lunch is a distant memory, and bam! A wall of fatigue just hits you. You're trying so hard to focus, but that brain fog is just not lifting. It's the worst.
But what if you could do more than just, power through that slump with another cup of coffee? The sources we're looking at suggest that a really fundamental shift in how you eat could totally reboot your entire system, giving you a completely different kind of energy from morning till night.
Okay, let's get right into it. First up, we're looking at how the OMAD diet is said to completely re-engineer your body's entire fuel system. It's a pretty bold claim.
So first, what exactly is OMAD? Well, it's pretty much what it sounds like. You fast for about 23 hours, and then you eat all of your day's calories within a single 1-hour window. And that really long fasting period, that's the key to everything we're about to explore. So how is this all supposed to work? Well, when you're eating normally, every single meal, every snack, it causes your insulin to spike. But with OMAD, you just get one predictable spike. This super long period of low, stable insulin is said to be the trigger for a major metabolic shift.
And I love this analogy from the source material. Think of your body like a hybrid car. For most of the day, it's running on its quick energy. That's the gas. But when that runs out during the fast, it supposedly flips this metabolic switch and starts tapping into a different, much bigger power source.
And that power source is your own stored body fat. So instead of constantly needing glucose from food, your body learns to tap into its own reserves for energy. And proponents claim this gives you this steady, continuous drip of fuel all day long, which means say goodbye to those energy crashes. All right, so let's move on. We're going to go a little deeper now, right down to the cellular level to understand what's claimed to happen inside your body when it isn't constantly busy digesting food. And this brings us to this amazing process called autophagy. The best way to think about it is like your body's internal cleanup crew. When your cells get hungry during a fast, they start clearing out all the old, damaged, junky parts, basically tidying up from the inside out.
Now, this cleanup process is said to have some pretty incredible anti-aging effects. I mean, by getting rid of all those damaged proteins, it can lead to clearer, more vibrant skin, and it triggers the renewal of healthy new cells all through your body.
Okay, this is the big one, right? It's a huge question that the source material tackles head-on. Everyone's afraid that if you stop eating, your body is just going to start eating its own muscle to survive. But according to the research presented, our bodies are actually way smarter than that. It turns out that during a fast, your body spikes its production of human growth hormone, and this super powerful hormone basically tells your body, hey, protect that precious muscle, while it happily burns fat for fuel instead.
So the takeaway here isn't just about looking good. The source claims this whole process can essentially reboot your entire immune system. It clears out the old, worn-out white blood cells, and then, the next time you eat, it triggers the creation of a whole new army of fresh, active immune cells.
So now let's see how all these changes, at the metabolic and the cellular level, are said to create this amazing cascade of benefits for your overall health and just how you feel every day. Remember that metabolic switch we talked about? Well, when your liver converts fat into energy, it creates these little molecules called ketones, and the source describes these as a superfuel for your brain. They provide the smooth, super efficient energy source that's said to just lift that brain fog and give you incredible mental clarity. Every time you eat, your digestive system has to fire up, and that actually creates a little bit of an inflammatory response. So by giving your gut a 23-hour break, fasting is said to act like a soothing balm, bringing down that system-wide inflammation that can cause things like joint pain and stiffness.
What's so fascinating here is how this all seems to be part of a chain reaction of positive effects. It's presented as a total system reset, from improving your digestion to forcing your liver to burn its stored fat, all the way to lowering blood pressure and fighting insulin resistance.
Okay, so beyond all the deep biology, the source also points out some really practical, day-to-day advantages that are said to come from just, fundamentally changing your relationship with food.
You know those crazy cravings? A lot of the time, they're driven by wild swings in your blood sugar. With OMAD, because your insulin is so low and steady all day, those aggressive I need it now cravings for sugar and junk food, they're said to just vanish. You're not a hostage to your appetite anymore.
And just think about this for a second. All the time you spend planning meals, shopping, cooking, eating, and then cleaning up for 2 or 3 meals a day, it adds up to so much time. By putting all of that into just one meal, you get back hours and hours every single week.
And right along with that time you save comes the money you save. I mean, your grocery bills, your restaurant bills, they can be cut way down just by simplifying your eating schedule. And you can do it without even sacrificing the quality of that one really satisfying meal. This quote from the source really just nails the whole idea. It's not about restriction just for the sake of it. It's about how simplification can lead to this totally new kind of freedom in your life. So, if we're going to sum it all up, the source material presents OMAD not just as some diet, but as a complete tool. A tool to reset your metabolism, deep clean your cells, upgrade your body's systems, and honestly, to just simplify your entire life. And that really just leaves us with one final thought. If all these claims are true, and you suddenly had way more energy, way sharper focus, and all these extra hours in your day, what would you finally have the freedom to go and do?